Welcome. Somnath Temple is located in Prabhaspatan, Veraval city in Saurashtra region of Gujarat, India. It is one of many sacred sites which holds the first of 12 Jyotirlingas dedicated to Lord Shiva. Prabhaspatan, where Somnath Temple is located, is one of the ancient places in India where Triveni Sangam, three rivers namely Hiran, Kapila and Saraswati meets. This temple has vast histories in different ages. Ancient history of Somnath Temple. The first and foremost history of this temple started when the moon god came to earth to relieve from the curse. This started during Satya Yuga when Prajapati Daksha, lord of all creatures, gave away his 27 daughters, who also represents 27 constellations, in hand of marriage to the moon god Chandra. But Lord Chandra favored and loved one daughter Rohini, ignoring the other 26 daughters. Hence, they got jealous and complained to their father Prajapati Daksha. Although Prajapati tried his efforts in persuading Lord Chandra, it all went in vain when Chandra ignored the Lord's word. So the angry Prajapati cursed the moon god to become ill and lose his shine. As Lord Chandra is also god of vegetations, it all started dying due to the curse. So the moon god approached Lord Shiva to relieve from the curse. As per Lord Shiva's instruction, Lord Chandra came to earth and bathed in river Saraswati. He started worshipping Lord Shiva by reciting Mahamrityunjaya mantra. Pleased with the devotion, Lord Shiva blessed the moon god to regain his luster for every 14 days and remain in dark for the next 14 days. This was the reason for waxing and waning of moon on every fortnight. Hence, Lord Chandra built a temple in gold and installed the first Jyotirlinga Someshwar in Somnath temple. Hereby, the place Patan became Prabhas Patan, Prabhas meaning luster, and where the moon god Chandra regained his luster. Legend states that Somnath temple was rebuilt in silver during Treta Yuga by Lanka king Ravana, and in sandalwood during Dwapara Yuga by Lord Krishna, and in stone by Bhima I, ruler of Gujarat in the 10th century in Kali Yuga. Destruction of Somnath temple by Mughals. The first recorded destruction and plundering by Mughals started around 11th century by Muhammad of Ghazni. This Turkic Muslim ruler started attacking India in the first year of 11th century and continued more than 15 times plundering India's wealth. Ghazni started his first attack on Somnath temple on the 25th year of 11th century, but the then king Bhima I, who was ruling Saurashtra region, fled and was in hiding. But after a year, Muhammad Ghazni captured Somnath, raided, looted, and also broke the Jyotirlinga. It is believed that he has plundered wealth around 20 million dinars and killed thousands of people. This looting and savaging was confirmed by many Persian scholars and historians, and one among them was Al-Biruni, who also worked in Ghazni's court and accompanied him on many troops. In spite of being a Persian, Al-Biruni criticized Ghazni's behavior as ruining the prosperity of India and creating enmity among Hindus for all foreigners. Due to this loot and destruction of Shivalinga, Muhammad Ghazni was regarded as an hero and warrior for Muslim and became an Islamic icon. He survived in the hearts of Persian people by the tales of epic of conquest. On the other hand, among Hindus, this destruction of Somnath temple created tales of recovery, rebuilding, and epic of resistance. After the destruction, 12 years later, the temple was revived and renovated and once again became an active pilgrimage site. The second recorded destruction. In 12th century, Chalukya king Kumarapala rebuilt Somnath temple from decaying wooden temple in excellent stone and studded it with jewels. But in 13th century, Alauddin Khilji's army defeated the then king Karna. Khilji's army sacked and looted Somnath temple and took the Shivalinga to Delhi. There are stories about the recovery of deity Somnath, which was kept in Delhi by the Jalore ruler Kanhada Deva, but also controversies that Kanhada Deva recovered only few of the deities from other Hindu temples but not Somnath. Destruction of Somnath temple for the third time. Around 14th century, Mahipala I, who was ruling Saurashtra region, once again rebuilt Somnath temple, and his son installed new lingam. But it was also destroyed by the then governor of Gujarat, Zafar Khan, under the rule of sultans. Every time after the destructions, the Hindu kings revived Somnath temple and started worshipping. Somnath temple was destroyed again and again by various Muslim leaders. Muzaffar Shah in the beginning of 15th century, Muhammad Begada in the end of 15th century, and Ahmad Shah in 16th century. And finally, in 17th century, for the last seventh time, Aurangzeb ordered to demolish many Hindu temples without any trace for resurrection, and due to which Somnath temple was completely destroyed. And a mosque was built in the place of Somnath temple. Around 18th century, Indore Queen Ahulya Bai built Somnath temple 200 meters away from the mosque for Hindus. After India's independence from British Raj, Indian freedom fighter Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel initiated the reconstruction of Somnath temple after getting permission from Mahatma Gandhi. The mosque that Aurangzeb built in the place of old Somnath temple was carefully shifted to another place. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel started the construction of Somnath temple, but it was completed by the then Food and Supply Minister Munshi and inaugurated by the first President of independent India, Rajendra Prasad. Temple architecture. The present temple was constructed in a unique Chalukya style with a total height of 150 feet and is divided into three major parts: the Garbhagriha, the Sabha Mandap, and the Nritya Mandap. The main sanctum for Lord Shiva in the form of Jyotirlinga was completely made in pure gold. It is believed that these Jyotirlingas possess radioactive property which creates a magnetic field that levitates and floats in air. Because of the special nature, some locals in Somnath believe the lingam inside the temple was the original Jyotirlinga from the ancient times. Because of the levitating nature of the lingam, it was suspended in air by magnetic roof and base, and hence it was safeguarded from the destructions. There is also a temple dedicated to goddess Parvati but was closed for renovation, and a plan for new Parvati temple near seashore is in process. Apart from Jyotirlinga, there are other holy places around Somnath temple. The old Somnath temple, which is also called by Ahulyabai temple, is situated 200 meters opposite to the present Somnath temple. Triveni Sangam. Three rivers, Hiran, Kapila and Saraswati, meets and flows into Arabian Sea, and it is highly revered as Moksha Tirtha and sacred among Hindus. Somnath Museum. Here, many ancient temple artifacts belong to various centuries has been kept. Bhalka Tirtha. It is situated around 4 kilometers from the current Somnath temple and is a place where Lord Krishna took his last breath after being killed by the hunter Jara. Other holy places include Krishna Paduka, Surya Mandir, Gita Mandir, Vaneshwar Mahadev Mandir, and Lakshmi Narayan Mandir. On the final note, the Somnath temple is considered to be an exemplary symbol of Hindus' resilient nature, and it is a must to be visited once in a lifetime by ardent devotees.